Connecting to your in-breath and your out-breath now. Slow it all down. Connect to your heart energy. Expand your heart energy to 6 feet in all directions. Expand this heart energy down to the heart of Gaia. Receive from her and breathe this joint energy up through your higher chakras to source. And then find your natural, relaxed breathing rhythm as we call in the angels, archangels, ascended masters, and the karmic boards to merge deeply and fully with us now through all dimensions of our fields. We ask for our God presences, our guides, our ascension councils to work in harmonious group consciousness together, so the highest of the highest of the highest will be shown here for all of us in our here and now. We ask for a temple of Mother Gaia grounding to anchor and activate through all dimensions of our fields. We ask for a temple of divine union to anchor and activate through all dimensions of our fields. And finally calling on a God presence communion temple to anchor and activate through all dimensions of our fields. Feeling all these energy frequencies merging with you now, through you now. Bring your consciousness to the God Presence Communion Temple. And all present are standing in a circle now. Gently send your heart energy to the left and the right. So this will go all around the circle and come back to you. Also connect to the crystal at the core of the temple, transmitting from all your 12 primary chakras and receiving from the crystal. All others in the circle are doing the same. And today we are joined by Ascended Master Pallas Athena. And she's excited to work with all of you in this session today. She explains that today's session is about aligning more deeply to your truth, the truth held powerfully by your higher self, your divine presence, your God presence. And in a sense, it's a reality check. It will show you areas of your life from different perspectives of yourself, which will become clearer, she explains, as this session progresses. About looking at the areas of your life where you really are ready to pop into, move into, elevate your consciousness and point of awareness into a higher frequency bandwidth. And today you will be looking at these areas in your life, in your spiritual development, in your manifestations from 3 points of view: your masculine, your feminine, and your inner child. And Pallas explains that these 3 areas that will be highlighted today are areas that to some degree you are aware of. And most likely all 3 areas are uncomfortable for you. Areas that you would rather not think about. When your mind wanders, you steer it in different directions. When your emotions wander, you steer them in different directions. At times you get caught up in these areas, and it leads you down emotional rabbit holes, which can take you a certain amount of time to get back out of. And this only strengthens your energetic pathways to not go there again. You put another door, another seal, another lock in place, to not visit those areas, no matter how committed you have been to date, to grow your energy bodies, deal with the issues that come up, deal with your karma. These particular areas that are going to be highlighted today by your presence are areas of discomfort. You would rather have them not present in your life. You would rather not spend time dealing with them. And you secretly hope they will simply vanish. And one day all will be healed. Well, the first reality check, Pallas explains, is that the healing will come by actually facing them, diving within them, but not from a place of disempowerment, but with your healing eyes open, your healing heart open, being receptive to receiving the healing from Gaia, from your support teams, your Ascension councils, and your higher self. For some of you, these three areas still have karma connected. For others, they don't. However, they are areas you have chosen in this particular life to address. And most likely, they will be areas that you have been dealing with and trying to fix or heal or transform over many lives, and highly likely multiple soul extensions within your higher self group. And so the core of all of it is, these are things that are big for you. These are things that have been challenging for you to move and change. And these are things that are holding you back from growing in consciousness and potentially from your ascension, from dealing with final areas of karma or next areas of karma. And these are often areas where potentially you feel sorry for yourself. You feel like a victim. You feel disempowered. You feel angry at others or the world around you. You feel you have been mistreated. You feel the world, the universe, God, your God presence, your team is against you. You feel you never receive any guidance on these areas. So these are truly areas where you have created a large arena of energetic feedback loops that keep you disempowered and that keep you from growing. And so today, not only will these areas be highlighted, but you will be able to take a large step towards healing and transforming them in your life. So this is something you have called for, and this is something that you are ready to face. And this is the reason you are here. And Pallas explains this is the reason she is here to guide you in this session with your higher self and your Ascension Council and support teams. That being said, she wishes for all of you to either sit in a circle or lay down head facing the crystal at the core of the temple. And she calls forth to your masculine presence now. And your masculine and feminine presence make up your God presence. And your masculine presence will speak first today to you, to each and every one of you. And some of you, perhaps over the last few days, have already felt these different themes move through you. And now it will make sense why. And for others, you can feel them emerging from the places where you have been hiding them. And your masculine presence, first of all, is going to transmit and connect with you and explain to you that you can do this, and that even though at times it may feel painful or challenging, now is the time for the healing to truly commence. You are ready. And so sit or lay with your masculine presence and start receiving, first of all, what this masculine theme is that has been causing you so much grief, pain, anger, disempowerment, and has puzzled you potentially across a great deal of time, space, lifetimes, dimensions, across multiple soul extensions, etc. So the first step is receiving now from your masculine presence, receiving insights, including the different storylines that are connected, the different thought processes that are connected, perhaps individuals in your life that most deeply reflect this back to you. And this theme will be a masculine wounding, connected to areas like self-empowerment, directional self-expression, communication, your mission, your manifestations on earth, grounding your power, healing your physical body, bringing through truth or higher guidance, or connecting to your inner senses in a clear way as to be able to vocalize or write down or express a forward-moving part of your mission, projects, areas where you feel you have failed, are failing in doing, creating, directionality, where you've not been able to see truth, areas like substance abuse, sexual disempowerment, fear, anxiety, even anger, hate, rage, locked up ideologies, even old religious or spiritual beliefs. For all of you, Pallas explains, the general area and themes clear. What perhaps is not clear to you yet is how many sub-themes are connected all in one larger theme. And this is the second part of the message that your masculine presence will convey to you now. You will see a larger point of view, you will receive a roadmap, or an interconnected structure will be presented to you where you now start to understand how so many areas of different parts of your life are in fact connected in a larger, overhanging theme. And simply keep breathing up and down your pillar. Your teams and your presence are assisting you not to get caught up in the old pathways of going down the rabbit hole, but to simply allow the information to be presented to you in as neutral a fashion as possible. The third and final step is the largest one, which is deep infusions of truth, of particularly light, but also love and healing from your Ascension Council, from your higher self, from Gaia, and many other support teams, infusions of energy, love, light, truth. Start to heal these wounds. This includes dispensations, some karmic absolution, further insights and connections, ideas for solutions, communication around the roadmap forward in healing these very large themes. And so for the next phase, simply receive, and where needed, feel guided to send energy from your brow and your heart into different parts of the healing. You will be guided by your masculine presence, your higher self, and your teams. And this may simply be go on mini journeys, or if you feel emotions moving through, simply let them pass through or send them down to the heart of Earth, Mother Gaia, for transformation. Hand them over to your masculine presence. So be an active participant in what will unfold next. This process will begin now. Your masculine explains it is important to be receptive, yet directional as well. There is no need for you to feel you need to guide this phase. Simply receive, for you have tried to guide this phase for far too long, leading to the creation of stronger and stronger loopholes, loopings, pathways in your energetics, mazes where the energy can simply get lost and never find a solution. So simply receive now, and then feel guided to follow within receiving, follow direction and lead from there, but don't force directionality, but allow it to move through you, your masculine presence explains. 40% complete now. Remain open. Allow the energy to flow. Keep breathing up and down your pillar, even if it starts to get intense, even if emotions flare up, even if deep disempowerment takes over. Remain open. Allow the energy to keep flowing. That is the main thing in this phase, your masculine presence and Pallas explain. Don't get stuck in the loopholes. Don't get stuck in the pathways. Don't get stuck in the rabbit hole. Remain open. Remain in the light, in truth. Even if you can't see the solutions, if you can't feel the solutions, they are coming. They are moving through you. Transformation is taking place by you holding this open space. It is time for dealing with these three themes in today's session. Will allow you to move through into the next level of your consciousness growth, of your ascension. And it is particularly important at this time in Gaia's ascension and your ascension. %60 complete now. Keep breathing up and down your pillar and follow the prompts from your team, your masculine presence, your guides, Gaia. Remain present, remain strong, remain empowered, no matter how challenging it feels, no matter how much you want to escape from this. For there are parts of you that have fully given up any hope of a solution to these puzzles. There are many parts that have not seen a way forward. And so the only solution they have seen is to push these energies far away, or to change your attitude and be extremely positive in a very disconnected way about what is really going on. And this is why a reality check, a wake-up call, is part of these themes. And really coming back to the truth of the matter. And the more you dare to face these truths and really align with your presence, the more abundance and blessings and gifts will become available to you. The rewards will come as you ascend and move forward in your frequency. And part of those rewards are moving through and beyond these conundrums, these puzzles, these whirlwinds, these blocks in your life, in your energy bodies, in your manifestations, in your God presence energies. 80% complete now. And you will start to feel more heavily the supportive energies like golden liquid light, platinum, silver, diamondesque, pearlescent streams coming in, weaving new pathways. For many of you, different groups will come in assistance. For instance, the Arcturians or Andromedans or Venusians or the emissaries from Mars. Many other realms as well. Sirius, Chiron, allow all these connections as well. For it is highly likely that soul extensions within those realms in your God Presence group are dealing with these themes as well. And in that sense, it truly is a multidimensional healing, a multidimensional truth session. and transformative session. 90% complete now. Your masculine presence is now fully within you and around you and anchors a deep, extra powerful pillar of light to bring truth to these matters over the next 2 to 4 weeks in your life. And the reason for this, he explains, is lag time from realization to deeper truth to creation and manifestation. And so holding your pillar open is what he is assisting with, he explains. And assisting you to hold on to these transformations and not fall back into the sometimes ancient old habits that were coping strategies in dealing with these themes. Sealing this first phase up now, and your masculine presence remains with you during the next 2 parts of this session, Pallas explains. In the second part of this session, your feminine presence now steps forth to you. And connect to her while she shows you in the first part of her transmission what theme, what wounding is up next from her point of view. Again, large themes, and she will first show you the theme itself. And from her flowing perspective, you will feel the difference in the way she communicates versus how he communicated, Pallas explains. And she immediately moves forward into a combination of the second part where she shows you the intricacies of everything and how it is connected. And then immediately in very different flows of tempo and texture and color, she starts with her transmission of healing. And the main thing she asks of you is to allow, to be present, not to judge, not to shut down, not to allow your emotionality or your beliefs and thoughts to overtake you as they normally do in these particular themes. She asks you to remain open, receptive, positive, and peaceful. Asks you to be flexible in your receptivity. Keep breathing up and down your pillar and connect very deeply to the heart of Gaia. For Gaia is going to bring solutions to these puzzles and contradictory energetic flows today as well. And often she and Pallas explain these wounds will show up in your feminine roles in your life, or across multiple lifetimes, or from the feminine components of your life, which are the flow, the allowing, the expression of your creativity in many different ways. The deep grounding into the here and now moment, the trust that all is well. the holding presence while storms rage through and around you, the holding presence when everything seems to turn black, the feeling the love deep in every cell of your consciousness, even though you feel torn apart. Or so small and insignificant that you may as well disappear. Or so tired of the struggle that there is no use. Or so blind to the solutions that all hope is void. Or so disconnected from earth or higher guidance that nothing seems relevant. So deeply a failure in love, that it seems easier for existence to simply stop and fall away. So unclear in expressions of your creativity, sensuality, sexuality, that strong doors and thick walls have seemed like the only solutions. Feel these things, she says, yet remain present. Keep your heart open. Be receptive. Allow assistance to flow in through these walls, through these doors, through these disconnects, through these illusions, through these wounds. Allow this birthing of new ideas, new creations, without expectations, without preconceived notions, without judgment on results and timelines. Without comparing to how the masculine needs it to be, but understanding that deep divine union is achieved through a fully empowered feminine in her own right, not in accordance with how she should be empowered in his eyes. And this is a true gift to the masculine energy, for then he will truly be able to elevate himself beyond his expectations as well, especially in the energetic matrix connected to this incarnation, connected to Gaia and her ascension and your own ascension. There are many illusions, including a domination of masculine expectations within this matrix and this field. And this in part has translated next to masculine disempowerment to these feminine wounds as well, she says. 60% complete now. Feel and allow the different vortexes of energy, the different flows of energy, the different colors of energy to move through you in all sorts of ways. Allow the energies to open up. Allow new love to move into areas where love hasn't been felt for so long. Allow healing and karmic absolution and dispensations where they are due. Step out of the mind and allow the heart and hara and sacral to take directionality now. Directionality in flow, in allowance, in beingness, in peace, in harmony. In abundance, in creation, in manifestation. Feel now how love starts to fill all areas of this multifaceted theme, this multifaceted area of your life, so deeply connected to the feminine wounding. Feel how Saint Germain assists with a very gentle, multifaceted violet flame harmonics, including the sonic violet flame mini spheres that open up to assist and empower the loving energies to move through even more barriers, walls, through doors, into crevices and areas and nooks and crannies, gutters, and holes where the love has not been seen for so long, if ever. And the violet flame energies of different harmonics and frequencies assist greatly in moving through these layers, she explains. %85 complete now. Feel now how Mother Gaia brings up a very powerful healing current through your pillar into your multidimensional energy bodies. You will feel this powerfully. And it may feel like very hot water. It may feel like wind or transformational fire. It may feel like voidal energy or lava streams. It'll be different for each and every one of you. Allow this now, receive this now. Let go of any inhibitions and fears. Trust this process as it is all guided by your higher self and very timely. For your own journey, Gaia's journey, humanity's journey. Focus now on vortexing energies in this final phase of sealing this feminine flow, work, and attention up. You will feel very gently how it's sealed up and completed, and over the next 2 to 4 weeks, we'll move into creation and manifestation in your life, in this incarnation, and beyond in many different ways. Be open to surprises, blessings, dispensations, and small moments where you will feel a smile or an inner smile, for you will know that the changes are a direct result of your efforts in this session. Your feminine presence joins your masculine presence. And together they allow space now for the third part of this session, your inner child. And technically your inner child is held within the masculine and feminine divine union. However, within this session, your inner child is projected as a separate energy. And your inner child is a separate energy, however, again held within your masculine and feminine energy dynamics, within your multidimensional field. Your inner child steps forth and will be represented in different ways for each and every one of you. For some, your inner child will even be a baby. For others, your inner child will be older. Many different ages and projections. For some, your inner child will be feminine, masculine, or androgynous, very divine union. And this will have to do with the particular wounding your inner child wishes to address today. Your inner child, in a very connected fashion to how it is presenting to you today, will start to communicate now with you what the theme is that is being addressed. It will be a theme relating to child matters, youth matters, and often the pain and emotions will be ancient, old, very deep-seated, very deeply rooted. Often one of the oldest ones that you have potentially never fully been ready to heal, or always conveniently ignore, step over, or push away, for they are simply too painful. Or the truth of them, and that this wound is literally inside of you, hurts too much, or is too inconceivable to even consider. This can't really be inside of you. Yet your inner child is here to show you different today. Receive now what is this theme, this wound, these areas of wounding. Receive how it is all connected, and then start to receive transformational energy flows and the healing connected within this session as well. Allow your mind, your heart, your energy bodies to become childlike. And you will also find wounding within your parenting roles, wounding from judgment, from adults, the world around you. judgment on your mission, judgment on who you are in your expression of your energetic signature across all time, space, and dimensions. Again, these are often ancient, deep, old wounds that you carry and carry and carry with you. And this has been holding you back from raising in consciousness and facing the next part of your mission that awaits you. Engage, remain open and focused. Again, for some of you, these areas will be more masculine and others more feminine, and for yet others, they will be combined. The reason for this is there are simply too many factors to take into account. So simply go with the flow that is offered to you. Trust that what you are seeing, hearing, feeling is your truth and is your wounding. And do not go too deeply into it. However, be with it, receive it, and trust that there is hope in transforming these energies. %20 complete now in healing and transformation of these themes and areas in your life. For those of you that are feeling very distracted or being pulled in different directions, this is the nature of the wounding. Creating diversions and distractions from what is really going on. Remain present and either step into the role of your inner parent or your inner child. Both may be necessary. Reparent yourself or re-child yourself. Understanding that within all your child energies, your parents or role models have always been simply a direct reflection of the energies within you as well. So all parenting and all inner child energies have always been inside of your multidimensional field from the get-go. And that this is otherwise has always been an illusion. And so healing your inner child and your inner parents is all within you, as everything else is. Allow light where light needs to shine. Allow love where love needs to be felt and where love needs to flow. Allow creation where expression is needed. Allow deeper grounding and receiving support where your inner child is feeling unsafe or unheard. Your inner child will now be able to start projecting different timelines and realities that it wishes to manifest. Receive these now, and they will be positive and highly transformational, and they will be from the so-called imagination of the child. However, knowing that this is the true wish at the core of your inner child themes and wounds. So this is where a deep part of the transformation lies, allowing this truth to become manifested in your daily life. 60% complete now. Your masculine and feminine presences are holding space for this third component of today's session. This is Pallas. Very gently you will start to feel more joy coming into your field. You will feel lighter. You will feel brighter. You will feel elevated above any wounding and darkness. Even though you know more darkness needs to be transformed and healed, it is like you can finally see the truth of the matter, that all has been an illusion, experiences to assist you to grow, deal with core wounding in your field, in your energetic signature, remembering that all these experiences, all these mirrors are assisting you to grow, become more of you, express yourself more in alignment with your energetic signature, your own unique energetic frequency. And so today's three themes and the transforming of these particular themes is like the fine-tuning of your instrument. And the result will be an expression which is much more clearly aligned with your own truly unique energetic signature multidimensionally. And so this session is geared towards you expressing and creating from who you truly are, and not from illusions, not from misalignment. And this is the deepest wish of yourself, and thus obviously your higher self guiding you in this life and across all time, space, and dimensions. 80% complete now. Notice now how your inner child feels more whole, is starting to play with you. There are many different colors and flows and happiness moving through. If you are still in darkness, that is fine. Allow that to move through. But more and more, your inner child will start to express in colors and harmonics and sound frequencies and joy and bubbles and everything fun about being a child. The purity, the innocence, the relaxation, the being in the now moment. These are all qualities which you will be able to embrace more deeply moving forward from this session over the next 2 to 4 weeks. 90% complete now. And in this final phase, allow the wrap up and the deep playing and connecting to your inner child now, trusting that you are moving through a deep healing of very ancient wounds. Sealing this up now, your masculine and feminine presence. Embrace your inner child, and yet again, these energies merge. First, the inner child merges with your masculine and feminine energies, and then your masculine and feminine presence merge into your God presence. Receive a final transmission of healing and supportive energy directly from your God presence or higher self now, in support of the transformations made in this session. Feel how the energies are being sealed vortexes move through, different liquid light colors, gifts, crystals, dispensations. Allow it all to move through you. Merge deeply with your God presence, your divine presence now. Feel the hope and the joy and the deep trust of you as a soul, an extension of your higher self in this incarnation, in this vessel, in this body. Trust your Ascension Council and your God presence to guide you in each and every moment. As Gaia ascends, you will ascend, and your higher self has the roadmap for you. Trust this process. Be brave moving through this process. Keep aligning to your highest truth, your highest form of expression and creativity in your creations and manifestations, so you may be the vessel, the instrument of your higher self in this incarnation and multidimensionally. Pallas deeply, deeply thanks you for your presence here today. As we send all this healing energy down to the heart of Mother Gaia, accessible for all of humanity, we now ask for all this energy work to be sealed and to integrate with grace, ease, love, light, and empowerment. Come fully, fully back into your here and now, into your body. Breathe up and down your pillar a few times. As again, we ask for all this energy work to be sealed and to integrate with grace, ease, love, light, and empowerment. We thank Pallas, our Ascension Councils, our masculine and feminine presences, our inner child, our God presences, Gaia, Saint Germain, and all others who assisted today, all the other teams and emissaries. Thank you, thank you, thank you. So be it, so be it, so be it. It is done. Many, many, many blessings.